maybe look a little out of style, as I sit there in Daddy's old Bel Air lined up for the quarter mile. Everybody from the high school showed up and gathered round. I was scared to death and praying to myself, now Chevy, don't let me down. Becky Joe dropped the towel in the road and we both stepped on the gas. We were running neck and neck when we reached the overpass. He was pushing that T-Bird and I heard it make an awful sound. Well, I just laughed and I patted the dash and said, Chevy, don't let me down. Don't let me down. That steady old Chevy has seen me happy and seen me sad. We cruised through a lot of good times and gold out the bad. It'll never see a for sale sign as long as I'm around. Your friends may come and friends may go, but that Chevy don't let me down. It's been known to run hot, split her out from time to time. And that's just what it did on an old dirt road with Becky Joe sitting by my side. While we waited for it to cool off, things heated up all around. Yeah, I might have missed that very first kiss, but this Chevy don't let me.
Earl Dibbles on the boombox and A-frame on a Chevy rocking side to side. My grip on a dirt road, couple buddies saying let's go. Gonna burn that barn right down to the ground tonight. Raise them up to the sky if you're trying to throw down. Get a little country thing to take it way on out. Park your truck in the line if you're looking for the buzz and the girls in love with the boys in the blue colors. Holler. Doubled up rocking 2 flags, GEO glory strapped to the top of the head rack, rolling in the night. Tin can full of kerosene, poured out on a pile of trees. Step back, struck a match and watched that Friday night. Raise them up to the sky if you're trying to throw down. Get a little country fade and take it way on out. Park your truck in the line if you're looking for the boys and the girls in love, the boys in the blue collars. Holler. Crack a can, take a long sip. Red man, get the pouch ripped. Got a whole thing, I'm packing both lips. Jumping up on a tailgate, popping off like a 12 gauge. I don't care what the city boys say, we where the party is, and that's damn right. Raise them up to the sky if you're trying to throw down. Get a little country fade and take it way on out. Park your truck in the line if you're looking for a buzz in the
It is time for the Iracing East Series, sponsored by HomesNow, Talladega Super Speedway, round number 9 here in the Iracing Cup. Well, I don't want to call it the Cup Series, the Iracing Series. We are set to go 75 laps, sponsored by HomesNow. Also, all the other sponsors, want to give a shout out to them. Plan B Sales, iRacing, iFlag, Hurricane Media, Bottled Up, Midwest Motor Customs, and of course, I already mentioned HomesNow. Make sure you check them out at HomesNow.org. As you see, some of the cars sitting here on pit road. And how about that? That 3 car not showing up. Is the car showing up? I can't tell. It looks like it kind of is. Just a second. I'm trying to see if this car actually showed up or not. Okay, it is somewhat. That's a cool looking paint scheme. Anyway, we're set to go racing, as I mentioned, here once again. Round number 9. It's going to be interesting because the points get ever so close. Everybody knows what they're racing for. Everybody knows what it takes to win in here. We see one of the best finishes last week we've seen all season long when it was Greg McConaughey. I don't want to say best finishes, but one of the most crazy finishes we've seen was Greg McConaughey able to drive through a wreck basically untouched as 12 other cars were spinning all around him, and basically did that untouched, only led 2 laps, including the final one. And he was able to walk out with the win. And there were some other guys as well that did really good in that one. Anthony Alfredo, Demarius Hickenbottom, Travis Rucker had another good finish. Chris Worrell, of course, finished in 5th. So the points definitely changed around just a little bit. Brody Smith falling back. He was in 2nd. That is the first time we've seen this actually happen with him. Cody Smith still remains in the lead with 2 wins. Greg McConaughey now with 2 wins. Brody Smith also with 2 wins. And then, of course, Nate Stewart with that big win back at Sonoma. And then Chris Worrell also right up there as well. Well, William Ruckner and then Chris Worrell 6th right up there without a win. But it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out tonight because everybody knows this race is very much a crapshoot. You basically have to go out and pray that you're able to get a win here. It's not going to be easy by any means. You've got to go out and try to win it by any means. Because it is coming time to basically put yourself in the chase. We don't have many races left before then, so it's going to be very interesting to see how these guys go out there and approach it tonight and what they can do. I'm actually looking for something on my overlay, but apparently I can't find it, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Anywho, we've got about 2 minutes or so left here at practice before we head into qualifying. Once again, make sure you guys head over to homesnow.org and check them guys and girls, women, children, all that good stuff out. They just got done making a big, or they got a big announcement that just came out September 14th, which is actually tomorrow at 12:30 to 2:30. They're over the grand opening of Unity Village, which we did talk about that when we first actually came on to air with these guys. So really awesome that they was able to complete that. I know a lot of work went into that. John Lombard put a ton of work. He was the president. I think he actually stepped down from president, but still, I'm sure he's very much active within it. But anyway, Joe, check him out, homesnow.org, and give me your thoughts. Who's going to win? There's Sam Cooper Bennett chiming in with 5th tonight. Give me your thoughts. Who gets to win? Right now, Nick Kessler on top of the board. Brandon Wilson, Cody Smith, Greg McConaughey currently 4th. David Gallen is in 5th, and Connor right now sitting in 6th. Eshawn 7th. Patrick Asper, Chris is in 9th, and of course Brody Smith back in here tonight in 10th place at the moment here in practice. Once again, that is practice. That's what we're talking about. From what I'm seeing, it looks like there is 25 drivers in here tonight, so we got a great turnout once again for these guys, and that is one thing about them. They always have a turnout for these races, so very cool to do that. Once again, I want to mention their schedule coming up. I probably have to go back to their website. You can check out their website at iracingeast.wixsite.com. They actually have 2 leagues that they're running. They run a normal Cup Series league where they go to different tracks, and they got the Super Speedway League, which is what we're broadcasting here on ESPN, and they did throw in a couple other tracks as well. But tonight it is Talladega Super Speedway. We do mix it up next week when we head to Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the Cup car for 60 laps. I'm really looking forward to that. One of my favorite tracks to watch a race at, or one of my favorite tracks on here to race at. Not necessarily to really watch one at, on TV anyway. But it'll be fun. Then we go to Charlotte, and that is a non-points race at Charlotte. 75% of the proceeds is actually a $10 buy-in for that, but 75% of the proceeds going to HomesNow. It'll be fun. Then we start the chase, I do believe. I don't know if the chase is actually then or is it after. The way the schedule's kind of set up is a little weird. I think it's after. I don't think chase starts until October, so we still got a few races to get left for these guys. But anyway, qualifying starting up. Jason Papp, get ready to roll out. You all know how we do it here. We're going to be going pretty fast here because it happens pretty quick. Everybody knows that now. And Brandon Wilson, actually one of the first drivers to head out. How about that? Weird looking paint scheme. Pretty good. CFF.org in the front of that car. So what's going to happen? Everybody pretty much knows. You're going to run the high line the first lap or on your out lap, which is what we're on now. Run the high line on your second lap. And then on that third lap, which is your quick lap, you're going to dive to the bottom. And the way we're being seeing poles, the pole has been getting done. These guys are actually dropping below the apron on the straightaway to kind of cut that tri-oval off just a little bit. So that's something we're going to have to be watching as well. There's Patrick Gasper out on the track. Seen a lot of red, white, and blue paint schemes here tonight because of the 911 just passed. So we do see a couple of them here tonight. There's Travis Rucker out on the track. Nick Kessler out on the track. He's just now rolling. Jason Papp out on the track, driving a different car this week. McDonald's paint scheme. There's that number 1 or dash 42. Brian Mansfield out on the track. He's actually coming to take the green flag to start qualifying. And of course, we're going to be going back and forth pretty quick here. Brandon Wilson going to be the first car to actually put a lap down. So that's what we're going to watch right now. Then we're going to be switching back and forth quite a bit on that second lap. We've got a bunch of drivers out there actually right now putting in qualifying time. We're seeing around about 18 drivers right now putting in qualifying times. And here's going to be our first one. Or close to our first one. Cross the start finish line. There you go. We're going to drop below that yellow or on that yellow. Jeffrey McConaughey also putting a lap in. Jason Papp, you've already seen all of them. So, what we're going to be going with. Jeff was out there as well, and I'm trying to find him. We'll hop over to that 24 car. There you go. Right in the same place as Brandon Wilson. Bottled up on the front of that car. Coming out of turn 4. Let's start seeing who grabs the pole. This is going to go quite a bit here, so get ready. He actually stays above the yellow line. Jeffrey McConaughey, Brandon Wilson now jumps up to the lead. Brody Smith just took the lead. Jason Papp qualifies in the 5th position. Zeshawn Cumming, he qualifies in the 5th position now. Here comes Chris Eagles. He's actually starting his green flag lap. Damaris Hickenbottom qualified in 5th position. So like I said, it's going to happen quite a bit. Brian Mansfield qualifies in 12th. Greg McConaughey starting his lap as I mentioned. Chris Worrell actually taking the green flag just a moment ago. He's on the bottom now. Here comes Nick Kessler. Actually about to put down his 2nd lap in that 01. See him on the apron trying to cut that just short just a little bit. Across the start finish line. The 01 going to qualify from 16th all the way up to 4th. He's right there. Carlos taking a green flag as well. Nate Stewart working through 3 and 4. David as well. So right here we're watching Chris Worrell now. Greg McConaughey actually out on track. Not sure if he's going to have enough time. He may have enough time to get another lap in. I don't know. Chris Worrell, 17th. Let's see where he moves up to. 10th place. Nate Stewart, across the start finish line. He jumps up to 2nd place. David just now putting down his second lap. Here comes Carlos. Crossing the start-finish line. Let's see what the 81 can do. 17th currently. He's going to move up to 4th place. Great lap for the 81. Greg McConaughey is out there. Not sure if his lap's actually going to count. I don't know if David's going to be able to get back as well. David's definitely not making it back. And I don't think Greg will either. We had 17 cars actually come out to qualify, and that will end qualifying, and it will be Connor. And we're going to talk to Connor right here in just a moment once he starts to grid up. Congratulations, Connor. I believe that is his first pole this season. I would have to double check that, but I believe it may be. There he is. Grab him and talk to him. Let's figure out what I'm doing. There's Connor in this corner. He is. Hey Connor, you got me?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Man, starting on the front row tonight. How important is that? And are you going to hang out up front? Are you going to drop back to the back? I know you're looking for possibly a big win.
Yeah, that's really important. I first of all get the 2 bonus points. Hopefully get the 1 lap lead, so that just gets out of the way. And then I'm going to get the first pit stall, so that'll help on the green also.
Usually we tend to have a long green flag run here, man. And now we're in race number 9. Is there certain guys that you're comfortable working with? Is there certain guys, I know you can't give out names, but is there certain guys that you're not really comfortable being behind you or something like that?
Yeah, Zishan and Nick Kessler, they're pretty good with the draft. So I'm going to try to hang out with.
All right, man. I believe it's your first pole award this season, so good job. And we'll be watching you as you lead this field to the green.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, buddy. Moving on back up. And hope I moved you back to the right spot. I did. So there's Connor as we get a look here at the rest of your field. Taking a green flag here tonight. Row number 1, Nate Stewart going to be starting outside him in that number 13 U.S. Air Force car. Row number 2, we got Brody Smith, Carlos McHale. Row number 4, Brandon Wilson. We'll be watching that number 5 or 5th place car, that heat car right down the bottom. Nick Kessler beside him. Jeffrey McConaughey, Marius Hickenbottom. Hickenbottom coming off a good run last week, 3rd place. Chris Eagles, Z-Shot always a factor, still hasn't got that win just yet. Travis Rucker, another guy that usually minds his business for the most part. Tries to stay out of trouble, really conservative, but a very good driver. Chris Worrell also right there at 6, always fast. Cody Smith, winner of 2 races so far. Jason Papp looking to kind of win his first race this season. Patrick Gasper, Brian Mansfield. Look at the rest of the guys that did not qualify. There's the 2 Chevrolets, Chris back there, and Mike Catarino, very fast. We got to watch that 02. He could be up front here soon. There's William Rucker. Got to keep an eye on him. See if he can maybe hook up with Travis at some point. And 25th, John LeBombard. HomesNow, number 95, going to be rolling off in the 25th position. Looking down, you see the drivers working as the pace car starts to ease off down pit road. And I'll go ahead and mention it because I mentioned it every race this season that I've broadcasted so far. Pit road going to be crucial. Do not want to cost yourself spots on pit road. One thing these guys are going to have to be cautious for. Here we go. See what Brody Smith can do behind that 25. It's all about the push from behind if you're going to lead this lap in the first lap. Pace cars here. Green flags out. We're racing. HomesNow Iracing East Series from Talladega. And we got 3 lanes already starting to form up. And I believe somebody might be dropping back. A couple cars dropping back. Brody Smith putting the bumper right now on that 25. Pushing him out front by about Carlene. Let's see if Brody jumps up. Usually he's pretty aggressive. Let's see if he jumps out of line here. He does. He's going to try to lead that first lap. And Connor, we talked to him, wants to lead that first lap. It's very important. That's that 1 bonus point. And in these races, it does matter. So 501 car falls in behind. Brandon Wilson now trying to push. And that inside line really getting a good run right there through the start of the corner. And right now it's about even on each lane. See, here it comes. Remember, the start-finish line not to the end of the straightaway, pretty much. Going to be close. Don't know if the 25 is going to be able to get it. Coming to the start-finish line, it will be Brody Smith leading the first lap here from Talladega Super Speedway. Down to the bottom he goes. I will check it out. Let's see. I think I actually looked at your car. Didn't I just stare at it a minute ago? I think. I don't pay attention. I'm going to be honest. I'm horrible at it. You see a little bit of blocking going on. Ooh, 13 and Nate Stewart takes the lead. There's Jeff. There he is. Let's see if we can actually see that lead. I'll be honest. I just like the number 24 on it. I need to get a better view. Just a second. Get out of here. Coming to the straightaway, we've got some cars dropping back. This is definitely planned. A lot of cars right now fighting for position. Connor, by the way, your points, or the pole sitter dropped all the way back to 14th. Possibly scheduled. He did lead that last lap, so that looked like it was the plan. He's going to drop back and try to work with JD Motorsports of Z-Sean and, oh gosh, I hit the wrong button. Let me bring up this one. Z-Sean and Nick, so that's probably what he's doing. So basically we're 2x2. Who's going to lead the lap? Nate Stewart takes the lap again out front in that number 13 car. Remember, our lap lead changes is 38 for the record, and right now we are pretty much on pace to break that. We're having a new leader basically every chance. Bless his cotton socks. Oh, wow. Yeah, I love the sponsor on top, Jeff. It's amazing, I tell you. So, I mentioned the race last week, and that race has been presented to Iracing for the top 10 that they do every month, where Greg McConey was able to win. I don't see why he wouldn't win. There's been a lot of people to submit that. We did submit it for ESPN. Coming across the line, I believe Chris Worrell actually able to get that lap. That is another lead change. That 6 out front. How about that paint car from the 6? I love that. Oh, Mark Martin top throwback paint. Love that. Or is that Johnny Benson? I think that's Mark Martin, though. Look at that chicken bottom up on that high side. It is. Bar is looking to try to grab the lead. In the 09 car. See, pretty much everybody giving each other a lot of room. Last time we was actually at Talladega, we had a few cautions, and there was a lot of people not very happy with it, to be honest. It was Greg McConey picking up the win, but we only had one caution last time we was at Talladega. But there was so much stuff that happened during that race that caused a lot of people to get out from the wrecks. And, like, we spaced out. When green flag pit stops happened, it really spaced out. This track is so much wider than Daytona. It's a lot easier to drive, to be honest. It is. But it is very easy to make a mistake and take a lot of people out. One thing guys have to watch out for here tonight, to try not to repeat that. But last time we did race at Talladega, only one caution. We had 23 lead changes, and Greg McConey was able to pick up the win there. And then, of course, last week he goes on and wins at Daytona International Raceway or Speedway. And we'll see if he's able to repeat that and try to go three-peat this season. We haven't had a three-race winner yet, so. Nate Stewart still out front. The U.S. Air Force, and Nate, I gotta help you with the paint scheme. I like the paint scheme. I like my other U.S. Air Force paint scheme that I made better, but it does look good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty solid. I'll turn 2 down the straightaway, pretty much still 2x2 all the way throughout the field. There's a great look at it. You see how much they are side by side. Got the 4 back there pulling out of line. Some interesting names right now towards the back of the field, which is kind of just hanging out. Greg McConey's back there. Connor's now back. No, I don't want to say he's back there, but he's back there like 15th, 16th. Cody Smith is back there. Mike Caterino's back there. I mean, there's a lot of good drivers back there right now. 3 wide for the lead. Who's it going to be? That high side really working. It's going to be Damaris Hickenbottom as a 6 caught in the bottom side or in the middle. Damaris leading his first lap here tonight. We're still 3 wide. How about that? We got multiple grooves starting to work here. Everybody just be patient. Still a long race, 75 laps. Hey, good job on making it work though. I like seeing it. Got a lot more cars, of course, working that bottom side. Definitely nothing new there. And already, you see right there, already 5 lead changes in 8 laps. May have another one right here. Yeah, we're definitely going to have another lead change, I think. Oh, it's getting crazy right there on the bottom. As Jeffrey McConey putting the bumper, pushing Nate Stewart towards that in front. And new leader. Nate Stewart once again leading another lap. That's still 3 laps left for Nate Stewart. Nate, remember, won back at Sonoma. Very good race car driver, I'm not gonna lie. He's really good. He actually impressed me when he was able to win back at Sonoma. I think he led about every lap in that one. Of course, we're on week number 9 now. This season goes on all the way up till December the 13th, so we're still 3 months away. Exactly 3 months away today. And it's been fun, though. Nothing like Friday night super speedway racing. And these guys have done everything this season that I expected. They have probably exceeded expectations as Patrick Gasper was able to lead that lap, so another lead change there. Up on that high side, that red, white, blue car. Got a lot of different paint schemes in here tonight. Go look at Patrick's car. He drops down to the bottom. And trying to lead this one with that 6. Chris Worrell up on the outside. Looking for some help behind him. Oh, he still ain't really getting the help that a lot of people I thought he would get. The 95, I don't know who that is. I think it's Brian Mansfield. It is. He's at 95. Them custom numbers really mess with me on this ticker. I'm not going to lie. Or on the live overlay because it don't show custom numbers, so it's kind of hard to see who they are. Cars are starting to move around quite a bit now. Something to definitely watching out for. And as cars continue to move around, we know what could happen from that. See if the high line grabs that lead back. Nate Stewart did move up there. 42 or 1, should I say. Jason Papp back in 12th, starting to work his way up a little bit. Coming to the start and finish line, that was close. Nate Stewart able to take the lead back to lead this lap. Great pass, by the way. That is something you want to do late in the race. That was a great move there to block down and block that inside. 3 wide right there with the 88. Who is that? Mansfield. With Z-Shon up on the high side. Oh, that is Z-Shon right there in the 20. Even though it's 88, that's like a Dale Jarrett paint scheme, I believe. You can hear it. He's not on gas. Like, you can see the RPMs over the left-hand corner. He's not on the gas full throttle. He's letting off quite a bit. Probably running, I would say, 75%. Maybe 80 or 90. But he's not running no 100%. There's no way. He drops down that inside right in front of that 81, Carlos McHale. Interested to see when these guys have to hit pit road. Tonight they're running 75% fuel mileage, so probably going to be hitting pit road here soon. And I just noticed that Jeffrey McConey is off the pace. Now getting back in line. Not sure what happened here. Did he drop on purpose? Here's the replay of that 24 car. Yes, he did drop on purpose. Probably get ready. Oh, man, Nate Stewart, my gosh. He is so aggressive tonight. Watch this. Good Lord, both of them guys are super aggressive. Stewart was able to lead that lap again. Oh no, Chris Will actually led that lap. I apologize. Oh, one, Nick Kessler worked his way up. It was a matter of time we would probably see him up there. He started back in 6th place. He did drop back quite a bit of ways at one point. Sam, if you're still watching, as we watch the Battle for the Lead getting a little crazy up there, if you're still watching, I wish there was a way we can actually replace the driver's picture right here with their face. There's got to be a way. I know you can. We got to figure out how, because that's something I really want to do for each league. I think that'd be really neat. I'm going to look into that, if that's all right. I'm sure some of these guys want to see their mug pop up on TV. Chris Worrell once again leading that lap. Let's go back a little bit in this field. We got a little kind of a group. This is what happened last time. Now, this second group's got to be careful because you don't want to get too far behind these guys. Right now they're okay, but you know that's something just to think about. You don't want to get too far. As right now we're right on board with Brandon Wilson, riding right behind John LeBombard in that HomesNow Toyota. Actually, they closed that gap back up quite a bit. I hear Brandon actually letting off the gas a little bit as well. Definitely not hurting nothing, just saving gas. I mean, it's definitely not a bad thing right now. Yeah, I know. Let me know, Sam, if we might be able to work out something. I'll talk to you about it after this. I know you got to go broadcast that, but we might be able to work out something to get one made for another one. But I agree. I think we needed to up it a little bit. It would be awesome. Good luck with Paskies, by the way, guys. There is another race on ESPN on this channel and on our Facebook. Paskies Racing League Cup Series taking place right now, or about to take place in just a few moments. Sam Cooper Bennett got to broadcast on that. You all ain't ever heard Sam broadcast. Very good broadcaster. Me and him started around the same time, give or take a few weeks. And he's done good. I've always liked how he works, so. Which is why he brought me on board. I guess he liked the way I work too, so. It works out for both of us. And up front, Nick Kessler trying to lead this lap. He is out front by about a nose over that 6 car. Inside line looks like it might be forming up a little bit better, so we'll watch to see what the run looks like out of the turn 4. We've been green now for 17 laps, so we're going to start seeing pit stops happening soon. Probably within the next 8 or so laps, I would guess. Who's it going to be? At the line, this is going to be close. Nick Kessler looks like he might have it. He does. Whoa! This world really swirly there. Nick Kessler leads his first lap. That now puts us up to 12 lead changes. We may break that record now, folks. I hope so. That's something I've been wanting to do. We've got 38 lead changes as the record so far for this season. So I really hope we might be able to break that. That's a close line right there. Across the line, did it. Switch hands, it did. 6 leads his 6th lap. And once again, another lead change. Man, these guys are so pretty much packed tight right now. Remember, we're waiting to see them first pit stop. We're starting to see some cars get single file on the bottom line. Some cars go below that yellow line. That's never a good thing. But you start to see some cars getting single file. That's usually an opportunity to pit as Kessler drops down. Kind of took a page right there out of Nate Stewart's book. Oh, there they go. Big wreck. 13's flipping. More happening behind them. 81's involved, 61's involved, multiple cars around, and this was a good one. There's the 81. 13 went for a ride, that's for sure. 24 is involved. There's what's left of Jeffrey McConaughey, luckily able to roll. These guys do get one fast repair. 61 down, pretty much dead down there at the bottom. And Jason Papp somehow made it through that. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it from on board his camera or not. He was pretty far back. Oh, we're going to get a good shot. How about that? Unless they slowed way down. And if we go over to hop into the 81, a little bit different view for him. Minding his business. Oh, I apologize. He's not minding his business. I'm on the wrong car. There we go. Riding on board. This was going pretty fast, over 190 miles an hour. And then this happened. That really broke out from the 61 and 13, I believe. Oof. Well, they go. Let me see if I can see this a little bit better. From the 13's perspective. Did the 61 come down, or... Oh, the 25... I don't really blame that on nobody, man. Connor got to 25, but really it was just, it looked pretty clean, to be honest. The bump just happened. Unfortunately, that's where it goes, and pit stops are underway. As we go off the jack, here we go, race off pit road. Tesla gonna lead that one easy. Sean comes out second. Third place goes to Kyle Smalley. Fourth place, really close there. Brandon Wilson, Chris Ingles, Bertie Smith, Cody Smith. Jason Papp comes off in 8th. But we get ready to have green flag pit stops, and then that one happens. So we'll be right back right after this.
Green flag, everybody.
Gonna be a wreck behind you, gonna be a wreck behind you.
So I don't know what to do.
Somebody put oil down. We're hurting the fence.
Are they flagging it? Flag, white flag. Clear, click. Man, this is it, check the flag.
welcome back. Watching caution number 1 being worked here for the Iracing ECU. There's a big wreck involving the Tactical, I guess we could say. One of the biggest things taken out, looks like he may be done. Actually, a couple big things taken out. Nate Stewart appears to be out. He's still on pit road getting a lot of damage repaired. Gretchen McCollum is another one. The 61 also taken out as well. So we'll see how all this affects some of these cars. Nick Kessler is still your leader after that caution. He's going to be leading to the green flag to get to the pylon. So far, there is 14 lead changes after only 22 laps. So on 21 laps after 22 laps. But it's been pretty good, I'm not going to lie. It might not be the best that everybody thought so far, but it's been a pretty good race. I'm not going to lie, it's been solid. I'm sure some of these other drivers might think opposite of that. Well, unfortunately, Connor just barely tapped the back bumper. I mean, there wasn't nothing really bad with what happened. Unfortunately, it just happened. Uh-oh. Nick Kessler's disconnect. There he is. He's trying to pick back up. That was close. The pace car is in. Green flag is about to wave. Everybody you see it's on the bottom, by the way, pitted late. So that's why you see that on the bottom when you see the file. We are back, green flag race. Woo! Tesla dropping back. They have that little wing issue. I know why we keep dropping back. So Z-Shot. Good jump up for the lead. And how long is we actually got a little bit of a breakaway here. These cars trying to drop back, and that's one thing you've got to be careful of. Don't want to give them too much of a leeway break, or not much of a breakaway. Hopefully, it looks like they might be able to get back to the cloud. Also, Jason Patton probably drop down. There he goes. He does drop down. Now we got 5 cars, single file. So this is interesting because the 6th car, Patrick Gasper. Does he not have a hood? Okay. How is he that fast? Whatever. At the stripe, you leader. We've got a Brandon Wilson picking up his first lap lead up to the 2nd lap lead now. Brandon Wilson comes in here. Where is he at? I think he's somewhat decent. Yeah, 8th place. Does have only 1 top 5. But it's been solid. He's been every race so far, so that doesn't help. From Dipstick Racing, of course, his teammate right there in front of him, or behind him, is Jason Powell. Now we got the double file. Z-Shot jumped up to that outside right now, being pushed by the middle to the bottom. This lap looks like it could be going back to Brandon Wilson once again. That's the line. That lap. Now 3 laps left. Off turn 4. So this is interesting. Connor has dropped way back in the field. And he's seeing no draft help, so he's going to need a little bit of help here in order to catch back up. If it's not that draft, he's just going to go a lap down very quickly. That's the thing you do not want to do, especially with these guys not having too many cautions usually. To the stripe, Jason Pat. happens again. Leads the second lap of the race, and I believe, how many laps is that for him this season? He hasn't led too many, I don't believe. He's got a few. I'll be honest with you, I thought I had a track. 55 so far for this season. How many he's got left, so he adds to that a little bit. Mary's hit the bottom right now, on the bottom, pushing him. Have something on it. I don't know if there's a little bit of damage on it. Coming to the strap. Brandon Wilson jumps out of line and falls back in line. We think he could go around 25 laps in this pit. Trying to get pretty much single file on the bottom right now, trying to tuck up closer. Really, the outside lane not really working too well. Now, as soon as I say that, D-Shot gets a pretty good run right in the corner. May actually be able to give him the lead. Down the back stretch. Let's see if he drops down. He does have the lead at the moment. Not going to be able to drop down. 71. Andrew, 100% hit on that high line. So a lot of people that was running towards the back, I still don't have any idea how that 86 is even running. Who knows, but whatever. Guys that's running towards the back now starting to run up towards the front. Travis Rutgers up there. John the Bombard, who's basically running mid-pack, now showing in 7th on that bottom side of the 95. Throttle being let out of quite a bit by Chris. Deshaun goes to the lead. He takes it that time. Led that lap. Now pushing for it 13 lead changes, I believe. 17, good lord. Yeah, we may definitely break that record. We may see 40 lead changes. It's going to be close. But there's a chance we could see it. There's if we keep running like we are. Travis Rucker now falls into second place. We'll just get that 71 of Leandro up on that high side right now. Right behind him, the 81 of Carlos Miguel. And then the 86 up there on the high side. Wilson going to lead this lap. As we come to lap number 32. So far, that's the top 10. Yeah, you were able to actually lead that last lap. I did not see that. I apologize. I was reading something else. He did lead that last lap, and I believe that may be his first lap of the season. It is. That was really the second lap. Pretty close, too. Andrew, second lap led this season, I believe. Those people did. Oh, now we're not looking 4 wide for the lead. And the 81 thought better of it. Or did he? Oh, he's dropping back. Who is that? Travis Rucker dropping back. A lot of room given, so he falls back in line. Travis dropped back to help his brother. I didn't really William. Oh, I apologize. He's not really back there. Brandon Wilson's going to take back over the lead this lap. Another lead change, lap 35. What we'll do, guys, since it's kind of quiet, we'll squeeze in another quick break. Esports Broadcasting Network, Iracing E-Series, sponsored by HomesNow. Check them out, homesnow.org. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. And as soon as I say that, we got wrecking happening right back there. There you see the 81 sitting up against the fence with a lot of damage on the back end. What happened? Stuff. I don't know how he did. Let's see what happened to Carlos. There was somebody else I believe involved in this as well. Chris Will was right behind me. Wreck happened in front of me? Oh, there we go. 71. Oh, Zeshawn was involved as well, and the rest of them caught into it. Let me see what happened here. Oh, the 42, Jason Patman got into it. This is kind of like what we did at Congress. Right there. It's fine. There's a bump right there. It's definitely a hard bump. He does look like he has it saved. Oh, he's so losing it. There he goes. As the rest of them pile into that. So, caution number 2 dropped out. And pit road, of course, is open. Definitely wasn't needed caution for some of these guys. Connor really was lucky for a couple of out of this, maybe. Pit road actually goes to Jason Papp. Welcome back, guys. Sorry you didn't miss much. Just giving a minute for all the paint schemes, all that stuff low. We are about to go back green here on lap 39 after working our caution once again, so it's going to take a minute for all the paints to load up and all that stuff. Sorry about that. I had some issues. Jason Papp out in front here once again, and we are about to go back green here right about now. Okay, green flag back out here in the air. Jason Patrick Gasper out in front here as we work down into turn number 1. As we work down the backstretch, it is still Jason Papp. Brandon Wilson now falling in line behind him. You see that black car, that's going to change here in just a moment. So he's trading pace decided to load up. Going to take a moment for that to do that. So paint schemes are going to be kind of default for the time being. So just bear with it as we work lap number 40 here out onto the track. Everybody more single file on the bottom. You see that 81 dropping in line. It's Carlos Raquel. He falls in line now in front of the 95. John LeBombard. Once again, all the paints are going to refresh. Hopefully, paint's taking his time loading them all up, but we will get them up there, I promise. '86 Patrick Gasper right now running the third. Still has no idea how he's ever run third with that noise delay damage. What do I know? Falling in line, 6th place. Carlos Raquel once again falling in line. We're single file for about the first 8 cars. We jump back here. Travis Rucker working that high line. Everybody's starting to spread out now once again on the back stretch. Trying to get the run out of the corner. After stripe, Jason Papp once again leading that one. We are now 43 laps into the 75 race event. Remember, we still got a few races left before the chase for these guys. We had Indianapolis Motor Speedway next week. That's going to be a fun one. 60 laps there. And we have the Charlotte Motor Speedway for 200 laps in the truck. That is a pay race. $10 buy-in for that one. Pat basically don't have a ton of help now on the bottom. See what happens on the run on the exit. This may go to the high side. Brandon Wilson, maybe they'll grab this lead away. He does. The 09 of Hickenbottom wasn't really pushed up too much on that one car. So, Brandon Wilson takes advantage. He will lead this lap. Oh, you start seeing some paints now starting to pop up a little bit here and there. Finally. Before also, Brody Smith worked his way up now. These guys can't make it all the way on fuel mileage, so they're going to have to get at least one more time in order to make it. It's something we're going to be watching pretty close. It should be happening. We're still probably a few laps away, of course, before that happens. Wilson able to lead. Oh, who's that? The 3 on the bottom got a little squirrely right there behind Mario. It'll be okay though. Right on board. Let's hop on board. I was one of you guys. Riding on board Chris Ingalls. Up on that high side right now, running behind Brody Smith. Place is so fast, over 190 miles an hour. Travel is probably one of the worst places in the world to hunt to. There's a very easy to mess up there. Brandon Wilson still out front, that 86 now making a move on the outside. I don't even know how he's able to run. I 86 looks like he has a ton of damage in the front, but I mean, he's still able to run out front. It's just weird. Start lap 47, Wilson able to lead that lap points again. Been a pretty solid race though thus far. There, the paint's are now popping up. Three lanes starting to work. 3 cars on top, 3 in the middle, and a whole crap load on the bottom. That higher lane should have the most advantage if the 5 can get tucked up. This thing goes up on that high line. A very tough lane. These guys do have a lap car actually working into turn 3, so this is going to be interesting how they get by this, but he's probably going to have to drop to the apron. If they're working 3 lanes, that apron is probably going to be his best friend. He drops to the bottom at the moment. I like that Cody Smith paint scheme. That is these on? Let's see how this works out. As they close in, we do got guys getting single file now and off the 3rd lane, so that car may go up to that 3rd lane. He's just going to drop on the apron. Smart move there. It looks like Nick Kessler, that's who it is. Coming to lap 50. First time by. And I'm kind of bad at my internet lost connection because I think we're actually going to be able to beat the lead changes here tonight. But unfortunately, we're not going to go until after the race. And Jason Papp leads that lap. Once again, we should be seeing pit stops within about 3 laps, 3 or 4 laps. You should be able to pit and make it all the way plus overtime in case we have it, which we did have last week. So that's another thing these guys are probably thinking about. Definitely don't want to pit on a lap like, say, 74, 73. You want to do it as early as possible, in my opinion. I think earlier is better. We'll see how it plays out, but the 25 laps to the end, and we may still have a caution. That's one thing these guys probably are racing for as well. Probably thinking of that caution. You don't really want to get caught a lap down. You shouldn't get caught a lap down if you pit up here, but push the front, but you never know. Jason Papp looking to lead or win his first race tonight. He's doing a good job leading this field right now. A little bit of information about our races the rest of this week, guys. Tomorrow night, Wild Horse Racing League. I'll be over with them. And then that night, the K&N NASCOM Series. Had a great turnout last week. Should be another good turnout this week as well. Uh-oh. There you see it. The 3-car, Chris, going to be caught in the middle with, he might have somebody drop it down. Bernie Smith looks like he dropped down to help him. He did. And that 86 drops up in the middle as well. So now we're back to 3 lanes racing up towards the front. And that is Greg McConey you see up on the top lane. Right there. Greg, of course, had that back-to-back wins, looking to try to get his third. He falls in line right now behind Brody Smith as well. So our points guys right now up towards the front. Cody Smith's up there, Brody Smith's up there, Greg's up there. So not a bad points night at the moment for none of our points leaders. Either way, they're going to be locked into the chase, but you still want to get that win. Brody Smith takes the lead. Will he drop down? He's going to stay up front for now. Now he drops down. So 7 of Cody Smith now pushing McConey. I can't tell who that is behind Cody Smith. Kessler. It is. Wow. Get Kessler up there working. Pushing out front. He is actually 18 laps down, but with that faster pair, he's able to actually be pretty fast, so that's a good thing. Cross the line, gonna go over to the 3. Little lead change there. Chris with another lap led, or his first lap led. So we're starting to see 3 lanes once again working up towards the front. And that doubles back down pretty fast. And that is the 4 of Brody Smith you see up on that high side right now, that second lane. Those are double file. Now we are in that position where you can pit and make it all the way. Will we see some guys come down? We will not. Got 20 laps to go this time. Should be seeing pit stops here, I would say, within about 7 or so laps. Give or take a little bit on that. But you should be able to pit from here and make it the rest of the way. Should be able to. Drop back and look at Connor back here. He's still riding around towards the back. And his car looks good. Just doesn't have no draft help at the moment. So he's going to need a little bit of help, I believe. Out of turn 4, Brody Smith still leading. Greg McConey led the last lap. This time it looks like it's going to go to that 4. Brody Smith comes in here so far this season, of course. I mentioned 2 wins. Did have a penalty a couple weeks ago. And it actually hurt him in the points a little bit. He does fall back to 3rd, but he does still have the 2 wins. There they go, wrecking. There's the 95, the 86 and more as the caution flag flies. Patrick Gasper is around, and the 95 also. Not that 95. I thought it was a customer 95. I don't know what happened here. The 23 around is what I've seen. Oh. Watch the 501 of Brandon Wilson. Okay. Well, that's a strange one. Wow. I hope that wasn't intentional. That's not a good way to come in here. Wow, I don't know what happened on that one. That's strange. And Brian Mansfield goes down. And unfortunately with that, I don't know what happened on that one. Something had to happen to his screen. Sure it didn't make some guys too happy though. So pit lane's going to be open here. See if everybody should come down. Should. Watch the race off pit road. It could be a big one. But this will be enough fuel to get them to the end. And of course the race off pit road, we've seen it. Cody Smith takes it. We'll be right back right after this.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is Iracing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back. Iracing E-Series about to go green flag here once again. And it's going to be a shootout. As we got 15 laps remain. You see the cars starting to double up. That is Cody Smith that you see up on the front row. There he is. He has won 2 races so far this season. He's got the Folds of Honor Foundation on the front of that car. But he does got the 2-time as well. Started right beside him. Greg McConaughey, who picked up the win the last 2 races in a row. Then you've got a hungry bunch of other guys behind them. As Carlos McHale, Chris back there in the 3, Demarius Hickenbottom, Jason Papp, all them guys back from there. You see Jason at the bottom of the car right there. McDonald's car is doubling up. Right now we're running that bottom line policy, saving fuel mileage. We're probably saving gas. We don't know if we can go on. Can't really tell most people. I don't think you'd have to save. Either way, we're going to get ready to go back green. And this is going to be a crazy one. This right here is going to be probably, I don't know if this will be the last one. Let's see. Here we go. Pace car is going to drop down. Let's see which car is going to make it to victory lane tonight. Will we have a new winner? Will we have a 3-time winner? It's the pace car. We'll take that long left-hand turn down pit lane. Let's hop on board, actually. One of these drivers is ready to go. Right on board with the 6th of Chris. Green flag about to come out. And we are green flag here in Talladega. Oh man, it's moving. Chase Pat goes to the high side. Get out of this in car wheel. Out of turn 4, who's it going to be? Jason Papp up on that high side made a great move to get up there. Been pushed right now by that 6 car. And then Greg McConaughey, and then you got that 2-time winner on the bottom of Cody Smith coming to the line. Looks like Papp able to edge it out by nose so far. Still a few laps to go. It's a long way around here. We still got at least over 20 miles still to go. And who is that in that 02? Mike Caterino. We knew he would be up there. He's been quiet. And there he is. You see him in the front little Sim Racing channel in front of his car. He is not done yet either. He's looking to try to get a win this season. Papp gonna drop to that bottom side. I don't really like doing that. I'd rather keep blocking that high side. I just feel like that's your best opportunity to be able to lead these laps. Where do you really want to be? And you see it right there. Chris Will's gonna try to take the lead as they work through turns 3 and 4. That's just my opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of running that low line at the moment. I'm still guarding that high side. I feel like that's where a lot of momentum's coming from. And yeah, you see it right there. Here it comes again. Chris looking to try to take the lead here through the trial. Well, he does have a nose. He does bobble a little bit. That's going to hurt him. Is Jason Papp able to lead that lap? I like rhyming with that. Jason looking to get that first win, move him into that chase. That would be a huge win for him tonight if he's able to come out here in that new paint scheme. 42 McDonald's car. Oh, and there you have it. Mike Caterino jumps up to that second groove. Great move, and there you go. Cody Smith moves up. That's going to leave the 42 on the bottom with hardly any help. More momentum from that second lane. Marius on the bottom as well as the 3 is there. Chris also there. And then, oh, you got the 81 on the bottom. We seen Carlos earlier have that trouble. Then you got the real 42 up on that high side. Actually, that is not the real 42. All these custom numbers are messing with us. Who's that? Trying to see who got actually up on the high side. I don't know who that is. That is the real 42. Kyle Smalley. He's actually a lap down, 4 laps down, leading the outside lane. Nick Kessler up there as well. Both of them guys are laps down. The 6 don't care. He's working with them. Oh, this is getting crazy. We're under, coming to 9 laps to go. Oh, this might get ugly. The 3 does jump up. Who's going to be the leader at the line? There's the 88. Jimshon not a good night as well. And it is Chris leading that lap. I want to check her summary just to see. If I'm not mistaken, guys, I believe that we're right over our limit right now. It's showing 11 lead change, but we had 17 before my internet problem I had. So we're really close. Cody Smith still leading now by a nose. The 42 did drop down to the bottom. It's kind of smashed Jason Papp in that McDonald's 42 that you see. Right behind him. Jason really nowhere to go at the moment, so he's basically got to ride there. Look for that second lane. Not going to be able to go up just yet. Over the line. That's close. Cody Smith, I believe, got it. He did. Now the nerves start kicking in. If you're back towards the back, you got to do everything you can. Watch that 42 possibly to jump up out of line. The red 42. Oh, there you go. Greg McConaughey jumps up. Makes the third lane start to happen. Being pushed right now by the 5 of Chris Ingles up on the outside. And how about Connor? Connor's starting to show his way. Remember, Connor started on the pole here tonight. He's showing right now in 10th, so he's starting to try to work his way back up. Basically rode around the back, I believe, for a lot of this race, not to use that fast repair. Maybe he did use it, actually. Cody Smith once again leading up. He drops down. This is going to force Jason Papp to lose a few spots now. Jason drops back to 4th at the moment. Chris Worrell up on the outside. He is clear of that 7. Well, he dropped down. No, he's going to keep that 01 with him. Remember, that 01's kind of a buffer. It's Nick Kessler. Kessler a few laps down in this race, 17 laps to be exact. He was up front pushing that 6 car to the lead. And you got the 3 outside. Greg McConaughey's up there as well, the 5. Jason Papp does jump up to the outside. Another lap 70. New leader once again as the 3 drops down. Now Greg McConaughey. See, this is kind of like an accordion in a way. You're going to have Greg now get the run. And let's see if he drops down. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of dropping down. To me, it's kind of costing you a little bit. Not until the last lap. Because you're just going to keep giving up these spots a little bit, I believe. Like, it's just going to keep shuffling. That's from what I'm seeing anyway. The 6 moves up. Wow, the move there. And Chris Will trying to lead this lap. Oh, they're going to put him in the middle. 3 wide for the lead. We got multiple cars working different lanes now. It's still Greg McConey and Chris Ingles working that high side. You got a lot of cars starting to shuffle for position. There's a little bit of blocking. There's contact. Here we go. Multiple wrecks happen. Caution flag comes out. We're going to go to overtime. And that's what happens, man. A lot of these guys want to block that momentum, and it's just so hard to do on iRacing. It's so tough. And you see it up front right there, the 3 and the 6. And it looks like the 6 may have went for a hole that really wasn't there. I see what he's seen, but he has such a big run. And there's a wreck. It's happening behind him. 7, Cody Smith. The 5 of Chris Ingles. Greg McConey once again with that lucky horseshoe dodges another one. That is absolutely insane how he avoids his race. 42 was able to make it through. The 3 was able to hit up the Marius. He's got any damage. Anyway, we're catching a pace car. We're showing 4 laps to go, so we're going to have a green-white checker, I do believe. What happens Friday the 13th? Everything comes out, and we're seeing it. Pit road's open. Greg McConey actually coming down, which was kind of surprising. Has he got some damage? Oh, he missed his pit box. Well, he's taking 4 tires. We did have some guys staying out. That's kind of surprising in a way. He just took some right side tires. And he's done it away. He's going to be the first one off pit road, I believe. Connor's going to be close. Connor taking 4 tires. You see the 81 having a lot of trouble getting his pit box. Connor's got it away. He's going to be 4th when we go back green. The lead is going to stay with Demarius Hickenbottom. And Demarius Hickenbottom and Brandon Wilson, who's been super fast all night. So 3rd place right now, Greg McConey, who falls in line. He's catching up right here. He goes down below the apron to the backstretch. Connor comes out in 4th. Travis Rucker 5th. William Rucker is in 6th, so that's an interesting pair. And then we got Chris back here in 7th. So race definitely not over by any means, but you gotta like the chances of these top 5 guys. Very interesting. I think we're about to double back up. Maybe? I don't think so. I think we're going to have to go another lap around. This is going to be a green light checker. Wait, let's see. Maybe double up? white. So we are going to go green, white, checker. So we'll go on a break real fast, guys, and get ready to do this. It's going to be a fun one. Welcome back, HomesNow, Iracing E-Series. Will we be doubling up? It looks like we shall double up and have a green-white checker here from Talladega. And if you don't know the rules by now, you probably should, but if you do not, on Iracing, go on to it, fucking not stay on. But they are alright. If you don't know the rules by now, pretty simple. Here on Iracing, you get a green flag on a wave. You got to go all the way around to the white flag and then a checkered flag. Pretty simple. However, if a wreck happens before the first lap of the green, white checker is completed, we will double them back up and we will do it again. Now, over here on the ticker, on my side of things, that you see scrolling across, that is basically irrelevant now. Do not pay attention to that because once we say final, it's going to say finish the race. The program we use, ATDO, is not actually working yet with the overtime rules, not yet. So, don't really pay attention to that. Hopefully soon. But we're going to try to do this once again. And see. Once again, here's a look at your top 10 cars. You gotta really watch. Hickenbottom's got the best chance. Connor is going to be starting third, is interesting. Brandon Wilson's going to be interesting. Actually, Connor is starting fourth as Greg McConaughey's now getting in line. So you see Greg right there getting in line. He's actually starting in third. And then Connor's going to start fifth. Travis Rucker will start fifth. Yes, Willie Rucker's sixth. Alright, here we go. What's going to happen? I have no idea. Chris Eagle 7th, and then 5th, or Patrick Gasper 8th, John LeBombard, and Cody Smith is in 10th, who probably not where he wants to be by any means, but pace car is going to pull off. About to get very exciting up front. As the green white checker is about to start waving, waiting for the green flag to come out. Pace car drops down pit road. Waiting on Hickenbottom to go. It's his choice when he rolls. And we are. Green flag. Here once again. Green white checker time. And how about that? 501 going to go super high. Brandon Wilson, something may be wrong with his car as he is dropping. Not sure what happened there. But now Connor's going to have that high line. This is Greg McConey right now pushing Demarius on the bottom side. Watch for one of these cars to jump up from that bottom side to guard that high line. Who's it going to be? Right now, the outside lane trying to get a push. That's Chris Engel, usually up on that high line. Trying to get a run on the outside. Greg McConey jumps up to the second lane. That is the first one. That's going to be your race. Unless Connor jumps up to that third lane. He may do that. Right now, Connor really not know where he wants to be. Coming to the line, it is going to be close. It looks like Jeffrey or Greg McConey is going to lead that lap. Will he drop to the bottom is going to be the question. Round through turns 1 and 2. Who is that? The 42 up on that high line. Remember, he's a lap down. Ah, that's one reason. Now, if a caution comes out, it's over. Just point that out. The white flag, we're already past it. So if a wreck happens, it does not matter. It's basically a race back to the finish, I do believe. Coming to 3 and 4. Here comes that bottom lane now. Oh, the 83 moving up just a little bit. Greg McConey's going to have the run. He's going to be the one that has the big run. Will anybody else make a move? This is going to be close at the line. We are really going to be close. That inside lane really getting a lot of momentum. Here comes the third lane. Greg McConey's going to win once again from Talladega. Chris Eagles, Demarius, or Connor finishes third. Once again, Greg McConey, 3 in a row. As the wreck happens beside him, it was the 83 that was really pushing hard. He actually looked, and that's what turned him. And there's your race winning move. Third does go to Connor. Once again, Greg McConey picks up his third win of the season. This is probably may catapult him. I don't think it's going to catapult him to the lead. But still, another good win for him. Second goes to Chris Eagles. Not a bad run for him. Chris actually came in here a little bit late in the season. He was back at 22nd in points, so this is definitely going to move him up quite a bit. Probably going to burn it down here at Talladega. And we will speak to Mr. Greg McConey right now, who wins again. Hey, Greg, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Once again, another winner, 3 in a row, man. And once again, another race that was not easy, so you got to talk us through all that.
Yeah, I mean that was a it was a fun race all around. A lot more cautions than kind of what we normally see, but I mean the key tonight was just staying clean, keeping the car, in position, and having some friends around at the end. I got to thank the 5-man Chris Ingalls. He drove the heck out of that, to push me for those last 2 laps.
Yeah, and what was interesting about that, right before the green white checker, when that last caution came out, we actually seen you come down and take tires. Kind of a little bit different. Some guys stayed out. Was you thinking about staying out, or was it 100% sure that you was coming down?
Oh, I knew that I was coming in. I could feel it while we were just even kind of under the pace laps, that the old tires were just going to spin on the restart. So I knew that if I at least had 2, I would have been all right.
Well, you come in here and you grab another win, third in a row. I don't know what it's going to do at points just yet, but still, no matter what, another win for you, man. Any shout-outs and all that, part of the streak tonight.
Yeah, I got to thank Iracing, iFlag, Hurricane Media, everybody at McConey Motorsports, Bottled Up, Midwest Motor Customs, which I had on the car tonight. I got to thank my teammates, Jeff, Brody. I got to thank Chris and Cody from Sweet Life. Those guys did great. I got to thank you guys. You guys always put on a great race, and 3 in a row, I'll take it. And let's keep going from there.
At least it was a little bit easier than last week. Let's just be honest.
Oh, yeah. Last week was a scary one. I hope to not be doing that again.
Well, good job tonight, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
You too, buddy. So next up, we'll bring in second place once I get all my stuff sorted out. here tonight. Chris Ingles, who finishes in second. If we can grab Chris and pull him down. If he's in here. Yes. Thought I seen him. There he is. Hey, Chris, you got me?
Hey, yeah, I got you.
Man, you finished second place tonight, and Greg gave you a huge shout out, but I'm sure you wanted to win, but second place, not too bad, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, I was definitely trying for the win. But I mean, I was working with Greg this race, and it just worked out to happen that for us to have even a good this finish that we had for even me second place, I had to push him to the win. So that's just where it had to end up.
Yeah, and you know, points are starting to play a factor now too. I know that you didn't get started like some of these other guys. This is now your sixth race of the season, but you was 22nd in points coming in. But this right here is going to boost you up quite a bit. So you got to start to think about points just a little bit.
Yeah, that's probably the best way for me to make it in and compete for the championship here is getting on points. Second place 2 weeks ago really helped as well.
Right.
I did miss last week, but hopefully I'll be able to finish off the season strong.
Well, you did a good job tonight, man. That was a crazy restart. So good job. Any shout outs and all that good stuff you want to give out?
Shout out to Greg. I mean, if I didn't have such a good partner to work with to push to the front, I mean, that's it worked really well right there. And to the series sponsors too, HomesNow, Iracing iFlag, Plan B Diecast, all the sponsors, Midwest Motor Customs, and Bottle Up.
Good job tonight, man. Good job tonight. That was fun to watch you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Move him back up. I kind of cut him off there a little bit. We do got Connor. Let's bring him in. He finishes in third. And I don't think that's too bad for him, to be completely honest. Let's see if I can grab him. Hey, Connor, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, you can't be too disappointed. I mean, honestly, you fell back a lot. And honestly, I even mentioned at one point, it looked like you was actually going to lose the draft and possibly be out of the running for this thing. But you battled back pretty solid third place finish. That's exactly what you needed.
Yeah, at one point I pitted under green, and I was about to get lapped 2 times, but then I got the lucky dog. And then just for some wrecks, I somehow came back and finished.
So you got to be thinking, and I kind of just mentioned this to Chris as well. You got to be thinking about points quite a bit. I know your goal was to come in and have decent finishes every night, but how much are points on your mind? I mean, we're getting late in the season for the regular season now. This is race number 9. So how much are you thinking about it?
I'm not really too worried about points right now. I'm pretty good above the cut line, so I'm just kind of trying to get some consistent finishes and just make it to the playoff.
Yeah, coming in here at 11th in points, and you was only just a few points behind breaking it inside the top 10, and maybe even going further than that. So, third place, man. I know we mix it up next week and head to Indianapolis. How do you feel about heading to Indianapolis? Do you like that track in this car or the Cup car?
I actually haven't tried Indianapolis in this car yet. I might try test it out later. I'll see how it feels.
Well, man, you still did good tonight. Third place, not bad at all. I'm proud of you. Good job. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, HomesNow, Iracing iFlag, Midwest Motor Customs, Plan B Sales, Bottled Up, and Nick Hessler for letting me join his team.
Well, man, you did a good job. Congratulations tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, buddy. We'll move him out. We'll get a look here at your finishing order for tonight's event. Third place goes to Connor, and here's a look at your results. There you go. Thanks again to all the sponsors. Iracing iFlag, HomesNow, of course, the main sponsor. Plan B Sales, Midwest Motor Customs, Hurricane Media. I'm probably missing one as well, but you all seen them during the commercial. So, thanks everybody again for watching. I'll be back tomorrow night, Wild Horse Racing League, and then NASCAR. Also, right now on this channel as well, Sam Cooper Bennett has the call for the, what league is it? The Paskies Racing League. Sorry, there's too many leagues we broadcast. And but yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed the race. I know I did. It was fun. We'll be back with these guys next week from Indianapolis. Y'all have a great night. Take care. God bless as always.